We have two objects of equal mass moving along the same line but in opposite direction with a speed of 8 meters per second and 4 meters per second collide. If after collision they coalesce and move in the direction of the faster object, we have to calculate their common speed. Now the question is coming from conservation of linear momentum. And conservation of linear momentum, as we all know, it says that total momentum before collision is equals total momentum after collision. I don't have time to start deriving it. In one of my videos, I've done that. So I would just like to write the main formula we need. Then we solve the question. So I'm having two equal mass moving along the same line. So I have two objects. They have the same mass. They are moving along in opposite direction. So let's assume that we have mass A and we have what? Mass what? B. One thing common is that they have the same what? Mass. And let's call their masses M. Does it make sense? So I'm having that in opposite direction so that mass A is moving towards B and mass B is moving towards what? A. So they say that one of them is moving with a velocity of 8 meters per second. Now let's assume that this mass A is the one moving with 8 meters per second, and this one is the one moving with what? 4 meters per second. But now we have to add a negative sign here, indicating that mass B is in opposite direction to what? Mass what? A. I hope it makes sense. This minus entails what? Direction. So I'm having, if after collision they coalesce. Now afterwards, collision, now after they collide, they coalesce. So this A and B. The word coalesce, this coalesce you are seeing in the question means sticking together. And when they coalesce, they move in the direction of the faster object. Now, which is the faster object? This is the what? Faster object, which is what? A, moving with a velocity of 8 meters per second. Now they moved in the same direction afterwards, sticking what? Together. I hope it makes sense. So the next thing we are going to do here is to write the formula I told you before, which is formula we got after deriving whatsoever in conservation of linear momentum. Total momentum before collision is equals total momentum after collision. So I have MA UA plus MB UB will be equals MA VA plus MB VB. That's what it says. Conservation of linear momentum. Total momentum before collision. This is the momentum of body A before collision, and this is the momentum of body B before collision, and this is the momentum of body A after collision, and this is the momentum of body B after what? Collision, right? So they say conservation of linear momentum is in the form total momentum before collision is equals total momentum afterwards collision, right? Now they're asking us, we are to calculate their common speed. Remember that the both objects, they stick together, right? Now they stick together moving in the direction of A, because A is the one with the higher what? Velocity, with the higher speed. Does it make sense? Now, if they stick together and move in the same direction, it means that after collision, they have the same speed. Now, the formula can now, it means that their final speed, which is the final velocity for A is VA, and final velocity for B is what? VB. Now, after collision, we are told that they moved in the same direction, meaning that they will have the same what? Speed. So it means that VA is equals VB. So we just say that both of them, let's call them what? V. So for that reason, this formula has to reduce in the order MAUA plus MBUB is equals MA. We say that VA is equals VB and is equals V. So we just write V plus MB, the same thing, we just write what? V, right? So I have, what's the value of MA? Now they say that both of one of them what? Be what? The same. So I have MA is what? M. UA, initial velocity of A, is what? 8. That's 8 times M, 8M plus MB is still what? M. And the initial velocity of B, it was given in the question, minus what? 4. So I have UB, that's minus 4 times M, which is what? Minus 4M, Plus times minus is minus. So let's remove this minus. So I'm having 8m minus what? 4m is equals ma. Mass of A, we all know that it is what? M. Now V plus MB, mass of B, we all know that it is still MV. So I have 8m minus 4m is still what? 4 what? M is equals MV plus MV is what? 2MV. Remember, we are trying to take their common velocity, which is their final velocity after they have what? Collided. So we have to divide both sides by the coefficient of the final velocity over 2m all over what? 2m. Cancel, cancel. Cancel m, cancel m. 2 here, 1, 2 here, 2. So I have finally that v is equals what? 2. So v is equals 2 meter what? Per second. So after collision, they will move in the same direction with the velocity of what? 2 meter per second. And that's our final answer. Please, I hope you learned something new. Have a nice day. Like, comment, share, and follow Kosis Academy. Bye.